Good morning everyone, thank you for joining me here today. It is Friday the 12th of August. We're on a pre-record as you might have expected because I did tell you the other day. Because currently packing my suitcase ready to come home, sad face, but excited face because I've got some really cool stuff for you today. So thanks for joining me here on YouTube on our Creative Crafting World TV channel. If you haven't already subscribed, then please do click subscribe and also the little bell icon. That will actually then send you a little notification when we go live, or indeed when we post a video, which we've been doing quite a lot of that recently. So a little bit of housekeeping at the top of the show as ever. To order, you need to head on over to the website, which is creativecraftingworld.co.uk. When you're on the website, we have a dedicated section for our Creative Crafting World TV shows. So everything that's going to be on the show will actually be there ready for you. So you just need to click on it and then add it to your basket. If you're not already a member of our club, do have a think about joining because it'll only cost you £10 a year. You will get a free gift when you join and you will be then entitled to a 10% discount off all orders on the website. Also, our gem system means that for every £1 you spend, you will get a gem. You accrue these until you get to a diamond level and then you will jump up to 20% off all your orders. Also, we do send you a £10 birthday voucher on your birthday, obviously, if you put in your date of birth details into the information. Payment options you've got include your credit and debit cards and PayPal, but also we accept Klarna. So if that is something that interests you, then please do look at the terms and conditions on the website. And finally, postage and packing is free on all orders over £25. So if you are having a little crafty spend today, then that is something to remember. So I have got 3 stars of the show for you today, and these are our coloured paper rainbow pads. So in 3 different sizes, starting off with the 6x6. So I'm going to flick through all of the colours for you, but this is practically every colour under the rainbow, and these are single-sided beautiful papers, 120 GSM, so they're ideal if you do want to stamp on them or print on them, and they are also uncoated. So you could run these through your embossing folders and then maybe stick in a little bit of a sanding block to them to reveal some of the white core, but I will show you the colours in a moment. We've got the 6x6 option now. That today is £4.50. If you are in the club, it works out at £4.05. I haven't told you how many sheets, have I? There's 48 sheets and 24 colours. So you've got 2 of each. 48 sheets of paper for £4.05. It's cracking value. Next, same colours, but we've jumped up to 8x8 in size, exactly the same as the 6x6, so it's still 120 GSM and it's still single-sided, but look at the colours. I'm giving you a little sneaky peeky in there. Now your 8x8 will be £5.50 today. It's £4.95 in the club. And then finally, oh, I love 12x12. And it's not often that we see 12x12s nowadays. 12x12 coloured paper. You've got 24 bold colours, 48 sheets. Now this is perfect for your scrapbooking. It's acid and lignin free as well, so if you do like your scrapbooking and your memory book making, this is perfect. So what I'm going to do is switch back to the 6x6. I need to tell you how much this is, sorry, £8 today. Normally it's £7.20. So no, it's not. It's £12.99 normally. It's £8 today. It's £7.20 in the club. Can you tell I've done quite a few of these because we are doing pre-records. I'm starting to go a bit, woohoo. Shall we have a look at the colours that we've got in the 6x6? Same colours through each of the 3 sizes. The only difference is the size, really. So you've got a good indication of these colours on the front because you've got these little strips. Now these would be perfect if you did want to cut them down and use them as little additions. But starting off with this beautiful deep blue, then you've got the lighter blues running through here. So when I said rainbow, I really meant it. There's literally a pastel rainbow if you want. There could be a mid-tone rainbow, or of course your bright rainbows. So look at the greens, you've got that lovely soft green. Through these yellows, look at the yellows that you've got there. You've got the 3 tones of the yellows. Then the orange. I do love orange. I think it's gorgeous. Those are that section. And then if I just go on to the next lot, you've got your purples. So look at the shades of purple that you've got there. You've got those 3 shades from that beautiful deep purple through to the lovely soft mauve. Then we've got the pinks. And the pinks, I think there are 4 in here. Is there 4? Yeah, look at that. You've got that real shocking pink all the way through to your lovely soft candy floss pink. Then you've got peachy oranges. These are kind of red tones. So there's a bit of an orange in there. You've also got different colour oranges and yellows, like peachy colours. And of course, we're back to those mauves again. So you'll see that they are broken up into the 2 colourways as it actually shows on the front. So these are the first set of colours that you've got in the pad, and then these are the second. But can you see how these go tone on tone? Everything matches together. So I have put together some demos using these, and I'm going to crack straight on with the demos. I'm just going to quickly tell you that as well as the usuals on the website where we've got the cards and envelope packs, we've also got Linda's black card. Normally £17.99, today is £10. The brick, normally £24.99, today is £15. Then we've got the craft lion card, £7.99 today, £5. And the woodstock, which is usually £12.99 and today is £7.79. So everything is all on that website. The address for that is creativecraftingworld.co.uk. So if you do want to place an order, that's where to head, and then you can add everything to your basket that you want to buy. So I'm going to start off with one of my little demos that I've got here. I've got a 6x4 card. And again, this is one of the ones that you can get on the website. It's actually a landscape, but you know me, I prefer it as a tent fold. And what I've done is I've got a little bit creative, because I wanted to make a little bit of a rainbow. So this is what I did. And can you see how I've overlapped those papers? And I've actually stuck them down so they're different heights as well, and added it just to a bit of card at the back. And it's so easy to do this. These are some of the leftovers that I've got, so I thought, right, instead of trying to stick them all together while you're all watching me, because no doubt I'll make a mistake and I'll fluff it, I thought, I know what I'll do. I'll just do a few so you can see how I've stuck them together. So I measured a piece of card to measure across there, which is the 4 inches. And then, once I'd got the card how I wanted it, I laid all of my bits of paper out on top, like that. And then I started to overlap them as I was going along. So you can see how quickly this starts to come together. And I wasn't really fussed to keep that an exact measurement, because I've got the random at the bottom. If you want to keep it an exact measurement, and by all means do, but I just like the fact that everything looks a little bit random. So now I've got that lovely candy pink colour. Oh look, that one's stuck down. What's going on here? There it is. It's got a bit of a little sticky dot on it. And then I've got that lovely, it's like a peachy pink, then that mid pink, the orange, and then the purple, like that. So that's how I did it. And I just put a little bit of wet glue and just laid them all down and then pressed it down, so I'd got that little bit of wiggle room as well. And just cut them to different sizes. So, but these are, I think they're a centimetre. Let me just refresh. Yeah, they're a centimetre strip that I've cut. So you can imagine how many of these you could do. Now you could make that longer if you want to, but I quite liked it to be a little bit shorter because I'm embracing the white space again, folks. What I'm doing here is popping it at the top of my card. So I've got some tape on the back of that little bit of white card that I've stuck them all to. And then I'm going to bring that right in up at the top. So it's almost like it's making that little bit of a border across the top. I just think that looks so cool. What a different idea. And then using the same colours, I got handy with my dies. So I've got some flower dies and I made some flowers. So I'm just going to give these a little zhuzh just so they're nicely perked up, because they've been in a packet, so they've got a little bit squished. And it's simply by just pinching the outsides of the petals, and then I've got a little one. And if you notice, all of the colours that I've used at the top across there I've also used in here, but I've incorporated other colours from the papers as well, so it's not just like one purple. I've got different colour purples in here, and then I've got different softer pinks, so you can see how all of these match together beautifully. I've also got a little bit of red which I'm going to bring in, and that's going to sit down there, and of course some leafies just to make that look pretty. So I've got a little bit of glue gel, and what I want to do is just put these florals around. In fact, I think I might put them around about there and then bring that in that way. So a little bit of glue on the card, and then we can start just to add a few of these little leaves. And again, I'm just giving those a pinch, so I've got some dimension going on like that. Anyway, how are you all? Have you missed me? Well, you haven't really noticed that I've been away, have you? Because I've been doing these pre-records. But as I said, our holiday, all good things come to an end, and we will be returning from our glorious travels this evening. So that means that next Wednesday I'll actually be here in real life. But prior to that, on Monday coming, I have a new launch for you all, and I'm very, very excited. Shall I tell them? Am I allowed to tell them, Ange, do you think? Shall I just tell them?
Okay. Can I stop you?
Okay, Ange is saying no, I'm not allowed to tell you. I'll tell you in a bit when Ange isn't listening. Right, let's put that on there like so. Look how pretty that is. Now I could leave that as it is, or I could add a little sentiment or something, but I think you need a triangle. I always work in triangles, so I need something else. Now I could put that there, and that looks quite good, or I could put it a bit lower down, but actually I'm wondering, should I put it like that, because it balances it. So I'm actually going to give that a little wiggle and just have that under there, like that. And then, just for a few little finishing touches, something a bit different, I'm going to add some gems under the leaves. So we like that little bit of sparkle. So I'm going to pick up the gems, different sizes. I'm not being really fussy about which ones I'm going to use. I'm going to have a little diddy one there actually, because that's quite cute. And then we'll have another one up there, and then that one around about there. So again, embracing my inner witch, because the inner witch loves the white space. And I love the fact that this looks, it's one of those simple cards, but you can see all of that colour that's going on there. It just looks so pretty, doesn't it? And she's doing zoom. She's going zoomies. But how gorgeous is that? Those colours, do you know what? Whenever you use anything that's brightly coloured, it's just going to bring a smile to your face. Now, I haven't put a sentiment on there, but you could add a little stamped sentiment, or maybe, you know, like the paper Perfect Partners that we've got. They have those lovely paper strip sentiments. You could poke a little one under there. That would look really gorgeous. But I like this little ribbon effect. I think that looks quite nice. So if you would like to make a card like this and you need some bright colours, you are in the right place, because we've got our everyday rainbow collections. So 6x6 sheets. You've got 48 sheets in total, 24 colours. 6x6 will cost you £4.50. In the club, it's £4.05. So this is your 6x6. Let's move that card out of the way. There you go. And I'm going to give that a wriggle and then a little flick, and you can see all of those gorgeous colours. They just make me smile. When I found out that this is what we were going to be doing, I was like, oh, fabulous, because I love my colours. Then you've got your 8x8. So if 8x8 is your chosen size, this is £5.50. Now, this in the club will be £4.95. Now, I'm just looking on the screen, and the 6x6 are normally £6.99, so you've got your discount on there. These are normally £9.99, so today they're £5.50. In the club, as I said, is £4.95. And then, of course, you've got your 12x12. Acid and lignin free, so if you love your scrapbooking, I'm thinking summertime photos would be fabulous. Now, can I have a little word about scrapbooking, please? And this is deadly serious. I started scrapbooking 22 years ago because I had a lot of photos, because as you know, you go to Snappy Snaps and then you've got a packet of photos and you go, oh, you're not looking at that one, but that one's okay. So now we take photos on our phones, don't we? And they all stay on there. And I am the biggest person that's preaching here, and really I should take a bit of my own medicine. I've got over 4,000 photographs on my phone, and I haven't scrapped a single one of them. And these photos are right back to when my babies were kittens, when they were tiny. So we're going back, what, 5 years nearly? I think it's time that we all started to scrapbook, be it in a 6x6, because my first scrapbook pages were 6x6, because otherwise it was a little bit daunting. But you can buy little mini printers now. I've got a little printer that's about that big, and it does the most darling little pictures. So I think we should all get scrapping, and I think the best place to start with that is something like this, where you have got all these beautiful colours, because it's literally going to go with any kind of photo, isn't it? So let's not just be a nation of having everything on a mobile phone. I miss the fact that we've got physical copies of photos. Anyway, I'll shut up now. Normally £12.99 for one of these. It's now £8, so in the club it's £7.20. So that is your 12x12, and it is acid and lignin free. So make your memory books, make your scrapbooks. And when I clean my wardrobe out, I'm going to say a couple of weeks ago, because it was actually just the other day, but it's now a couple of weeks ago. And I found 5 scrapbooks that I'd done years and years ago. They were all in the wardrobe, all still in perfect condition, because I'd used the proper stuff, the acid and lignin free. But how glorious it was to look through them. And then not only was I looking at the photos, but I was also remembering the processes that I'd done when I was making them as well, which that made me happy. So I'm going to shut up now and do another demo. Here we go. So I have got a 6x6 card. Now, a couple of weeks ago, you will remember that I had volume number 10 of our nesting dies on the show. And I used it to die cut myself an aperture in the front of my 6x6 card. So that I'm going to keep, because that's going to come in really handy for another project. But what I want to do is put something in here. Now, I'm going to go into the centre of the card, so I'm going to open that up. And I've got a piece of red card here, or red paper, and I can lay that over the top and then stick it down. So because there's not much gap around the edge, I'm going to use a little wet glue to do that, and just to put a line of glue in there, like so. Oh, a little bit along there as well. And then my red paper can go over the top. So I've cut this at 14.5 centimetres squared, just so I've got that little border around the edge. And then I can just press that down, and I know that that's going to be stuck perfectly. There we are. So I can now open that up, and there we are. So into the middle here, I've made a rainbow. And what I've done is I've used the rest of my nesting dies, and I've cut out all of those beautiful colours of the papers to make my rainbow. Doesn't that just look amazing? I just love these colours. So let's start to stick these down. So I'm going to have, for the first layer, I want this to be anchored quite well, because it is that first layer. So I've got some glue. And that is now going to go in here. So Richard of York gave battle in, and then the V is the violet. I could put the violet in the middle, but I just wanted 6 colours because we have got a violet. So, and that is how I remember the colours of the rainbow. I don't know if anyone else has got any other ways of remembering it. Isn't it funny when you're little and you remember stuff? It's like, I think, what's it called? It's got a special name, and I can't remember what it is. Is it an acronym, or I can't remember what it is. It has got a name though. I'm sure you're all typing away furiously and answering. Okay, so 3D foam now, because I want to start lifting this up. So those first 2 layers I've glued, and then I can start to build this up. If I'd put 3D foam on all of it, it would have been a little bit too heavy, and it might have just dropped forward when you stand it up. So it's always worth have a little think about your placement of stuff and what you're using to stick it down. So there I've got a couple of bits of my foam, and that one's going to go in there. And then I've got this glorious purple. And that one, we can stick that on like so. And then I'm just going to make sure that I've got the right edge. There it is. And pop that on. Doesn't that just look amazing? And of course, if I stand it up, you can see that 3D. So it is quite raised, but like I said, if I'd done the orange and the yellow layers, I think it would have been a bit too prominent. And then I have got a sentiment. So this is one of our Paper Boutique doily die sentiments. You know the... I think it's Sentiments Volume 14, but do forgive if I'm wrong, because I can't remember them all. I mean, half the time I can't even remember my name, let alone anything else. So just adding a little bit of glue to the back. A few little dabs, just so I can stick this in place. Like so. And then I'm just going to get rid of the excess just on the back of my hand. Never be afraid to stand out, and I'm going to place that around about there, like so. And then just so something was standing out a little bit more, I've got a butterfly, and I wanted this to really pop, so I've just used white card from the brick to die cut this, and I'm going to add just a few little gems into the middle. Now you could use coloured gems if you want, but I haven't actually got any coloured gems on me, so we'll just go with the usual clear ones that I've got. So I'm going to, whoops, use that big one. He's trying to make a run for it. And I'm going to go down in graduating sizes. So I've got the next size down. Oh no, it's the same one. What's the next size down? Where is it? There it is. There we go. And then the next one down from that is that one. I'll place that. Come here, you. There we go. So we'll just stick that one down and that one, just so we've got a little bit of sparkle. Lift the leaves. They're not leaves. Butterflies don't have leaves. Butterflies have wings. Lift those wings up, and then a little bit of wet glue on the back, just to hold that in place. Here we go. So just hold that like so. And then if you find that you have overglued a little bit, this is a dry as clear glue, so I'm not so fussed, but you can just go in with a poker tool or with your tweezers and just get rid of any excess just like that. So this is how simple these papers are to use. You don't need a load of stuff. It just really pops, doesn't it? It looks absolutely glorious. So never be afraid to stand out. So let me show you these two that I've done, just so you've got a little idea of all those colours coming to life, bringing you happiness and making you smile. So to recap, stars of the show, everyday rainbow pads. Firstly, we have our 6x6 pad. So that is £4.50 today. and in the club it will be £4.05. Our 8x8 pads are £5.50, £4.95 in the club, and then 12x12s are £8, and that works out at £7.20 in the club. So I'm going to have a quick run through these again just so you can have a look at them. You've got 48 sheets in the 6x6. You've got all of these gorgeous colours, so let me give this a wiggle and you can have a proper little look at them. You've got all of those blues and the greens, the yellows, the orange, right the way through, because you've got two of each. You've got the pinks, through the peach, the mauve, more pinks. Oh, they're just so adorable. That's your 6x6. Again, you've got the same 48 sheets in the 8x8, and then in the rainbow, 24 colours again, and this you've got your 48 sheets in your 12x12. There we go. Aren't they just adorable? And of course, as I said, always look at your packaging because you've got freebies. And if I turn that round, you've also got that. This is where I got my idea. I'm going to be totally honest. The first card that I made, that's where I got my idea from, because I thought, oh, that looks nice. I'm going to do that, but I'm going to do it a bit different. So, and of course, as ever, any of the designs that I do in any of my demos, if you would like to copy those, I'm more than happy for you to do that. That's quite okay. So just a little recap. If you do want to place an order, it's creativecraftingworld.co.uk. On the website you will find a dedicated page for the Creative Crafting World YouTube channel and all the goodies that we've got on there, so do click on that. Everything will be listed on there, including, let me just quickly show you this. This is hugely popular, 250 sheets of 250 GSM pure white card, and this is just the best card ever. Look how much you're getting. So normally this is £24.99, but today it's on offer and it's £15. As well as the white card, we've also got the legendary Linda's black card, and here we've got 200 GSM, you've got 100 sheets here. Normally this would be £17.99, today it's just £10. I don't need to tell you how wonderful this stuff is because you all know. And all the reviews that people leave us for this black card, everybody knows how fabulous it is, but it is black to the core. So you know that when you die cut in it, you're not going to get any fluffy frilly edges. It's completely black all the way through. Then I've got your Craft Lion card, which is my favourite. Beautifully smooth, 280 GSM, so proper heavyweight there. And also this is perfect for stamping on. Die cut it, make some chipboard, and you've got 50 sheets there. Normally that would be £7.99, today it is £5. And then finally, I can't leave out our beloved Woodstock, can I? Because everybody loves the Woodstock. So Woodstock makes me very happy, not only because it's got beautiful colours, but also it's carbon balanced. So Woodstock normally £12.99, today it is £7.79. But as I said, the stars of the show are our rainbow cards. So as I said, you've got 48 sheets, 24 colours. The 12x12 size is £8, in the club £7.20. You've got your 8x8 size, which is £5.50 or £4.95 in the club, and you've also got your 6x6, which is £4.05 in the club or £4.50 if you're not in the club. But join the club, it's £10 a year. We'll send you a free gift when you join, and then we'll also give you 10% discount off everything off the website, which is a proper result. Every £1 you spend, you'll get 1 gem accredited to your account, and when you get to 750 gems, which won't take you long, I know you'll be able to spend, because there's some gorgeous stuff on the website, you'll then jump up to 20% discount. So I think we're coming up towards the end of the show now. I want to say a huge thank you for joining me, and I will be back in real life, in person, on Wednesday. Shall I give you a little sneaky peek? Can I give him a sneaky peek of what we've got coming on Wednesday? Shall I? Okay, bear with, because it's down here. Oh, my microphone's come off. Here we go. There we go, look. We've got gnomes on Wednesday, and that's all I'm showing you. I'm not showing you anymore. No. But on Monday, the 15th, we've got a brand new pick of the week. And those of you who've been avidly waiting for volume 2 of the mandala dies. Please do join me on Monday because they are absolutely gorgeous. You are going to love them. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you and say thanks again for joining me. Don't forget to hit like on this video and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Tap the little bell icon and that will then send you a notification every time we go live. In the meantime, have a wonderful weekend and I'll see you next week.